We're glad to have you back. The death toll in Haiti as a result of Hurricane Matthew, the most powerful Caribbean storm in a decade, has soared to more than 300, according to officials. Some 50 people were reported killed in the town of Roche-et-Bateau alone. The nearby city of Jeremy saw 80% of its buildings leveled in Sud Province and 30,000 homes were destroyed. The hurricane, now a Category 3 storm, which sustained winds of 120 meters per hour, is heading towards the U.S. state of Florida. Senator Haiti Hurricane from southern Haiti said that more than 300 people have died. Hurricane Matthew has pounded the Bahamas after slicing through Haiti and Cuba. Trees and power lines were reportedly down in the Bahamas, but no fatalities were actually reported. Most of the deaths in Haiti were in towns and fishing villages around the southern coast, with many killed by falling trees, flying debris, and swollen rivers. The storm passed directly through the Tiburon Peninsula, driving the sea inland and flattening homes with winds of up to 230 km per hour and torrential rain on Monday and Tuesday. The collapse of an important bridge on Tuesday had left the southwest largely cut off. Non-governmental organizations said phone coverage and electricity were down and people were running out of food and water. And now U.S. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has said he could cut as many as 70% of the federal U.S. regulations if he is elected. Mr. Trump, who was speaking at an event in New Hampshire, blamed regulations for stifling business, but said rules on safety and the environment could also stay.
I would say 70% of the regulations can go. It's just stopping businesses from growing.
Earlier, one of his advisors said 10% of regulations could be eliminated. He will face Democratic rival Hillary Clinton in the second televised debate in St. Louis, Missouri on Sunday. Trump campaign advisor Anthony Scaramucci, on a Wall Street financier, had told Reuters news agency a Trump administration would push for a much lower level of regulation. Mr. Scaramucci added that Mr. Trump would seek to make changes to previous banking reforms, removing the most anti-business parts of the Dodd-Frank reforms passed after the 2008 financial crisis. And now on some sports news. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved funds to enable the Nigerian Football Federation to make travel arrangements ahead of the Super Eagles World Cup qualifier against Zambia in Ndola on Sunday. Minister of Sports and Youth Development Solomon Dalung revealed this in Abuja on Thursday in response to questions by reporters at the national headquarters of the All Progressive Congress. The NFF had cried out for the funds for the encounter. The NFF confirmed on Thursday the Eagles will travel to Zambia on Saturday. Meanwhile, Nigeria captain Mikel Obi has vowed that the Super Eagles will go all guns blazing against Zambia's Chipolopolo in their opening Russia 2018 World Cup Group B qualifiers. And Jesse Lingard has backed Marcus Rashford to shine for England and insisted Captain Wayne Rooney should not be written off. Manchester United striker Rashford has been tipped to start Saturday's World Cup qualifier against Malta at Wembley as club and country teammate Rooney struggles for form. Lingard, who plays with the pair at Old Trafford, has been impressed by Rashford's start to the season, which has seen the 18-year-old net 4 goals in 9 United games. Rashford is starting ahead of Rooney at Old Trafford, although Rooney has kept the England armband after Gareth Southgate replaced Sam Allardyce. Rooney has just 1 goal in 11 games for club and country this season and has been dropped by United boss Jose Mourinho, but Lingard believes his influence and quality should not be underestimated. Lingard has scored in his last 2 appearances at Wembley, netting the winner in United's 2-1 FA Cup final win over Crystal Palace in May and the opener in their 2-1 Community Shield victory over Leicester in August. England also go to Slovenia on Tuesday, and Lingard, who has played for Southgate for the under-21s, believe the interim boss can be a success as he waits for a senior debut. And Andy Murray says the build-up to his All-British China quarterfinal against Kyle Edmund will be uncomfortable for him. The world number 2 is a Davis Cup teammate of Edmund, 21, and regularly trains alongside him during off-season. The score 29 beat Russia's Andrei Kuznetsov in straight sets on Wednesday to go through, while Edmund beat Spaniard Roberto Bautista. Their match is expected on court in Abuja at approximately 8:45 BST. Edmund will look set to move into the top 50 after Wednesday's win has met Davis Cup teammate Murray only once before at tour level, losing in a deciding set on the grass at Queen's Club in 2015. The pair are in the same half of the draw as 5th seed David Ferrer of Spain, who beat Italy's Fabio Fognini in 6-3, 6-4 on Wednesday. World number 1 Novak Djokovic has won the China Open for 4 successive years, but the Serb withdrew last week. British number 1 Johanna Konta boosted her hopes of reaching the WTA finals in Singapore by beating Hungary's Timea Babos 7-5, 6-2 on Wednesday to reach the third round of the women's event in Beijing. Meanwhile, in the Japan Open, Britain's Dominic Inglot and his Dutch partner Jean-Julian Roger were beaten 6-3, 6-3 in their quarterfinals by Spain's Marcel Granollers and Marcin Matwowski of Poland. But that's the size of our bulletin. But before we go on a quick look at our top stories that made the headlines. Buhari backs leadership awards, restates commitments to democracy. Reps to investigate Nigeria's foreign exchange policy. On the foreign scene, we told you that U.S. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has said he could cut as many as 70% of federal U.S. regulations if he is elected. And in sports, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved funds to enable the Nigerian Football Federation to make travel arrangements ahead of Super Eagles World Cup qualifier against Zambia. Well, thanks for watching the ABN News. Remember, for more information, programs, and news relay, you can log on to our website at www.abnchannels.net. You can also follow us on Twitter at ABN Channels. You can also like our Facebook page at ABN TV and kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Broadcasting Network. I am Stanley Affair and do have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.